Hi guys, good morning. How y'all doing? I am coming to you, it's early Sunday morning, July 10th. It's my sister's birthday. And I am coming to you from the Catskill Mountains. I am here for the weekend. We have my son's visiting day at camp, and it is just so beautiful to be here deep in nature. Sleeping with the windows open and the birds singing, and I hear nature and I smell nature and I feel nature. And it really got my thoughts going. I feel much more connected to God, like I could receive transmissions easier when I'm out in nature. And I have been receiving an amazing transmission that I want to try to articulate to you guys. A beautiful, beautiful thought that came to me, and it felt groundbreaking. I felt like I never had this thought before. And it really changed the way I think about God. And it came also from an answer that I received from Ishmael in our interview, when I had asked him about a phrase in the Torah that's in Leviticus 26:12. It says, "Halachti b'sochechem." When we follow the ways of God, He promises to walk with us. And Rashi, the biggest commentary on the Torah, says literally, "Atayeli machem," I will walk with you, "Ke'echad mikem," like I am one of you, in Gan Eden, in the Garden of Eden. So this always confounded me. How is it that God's going to walk with us? What does that even mean? And then he answered me, Ishmael, and he said, He will manifest through the 144,000. That was his answer, which is interesting. When the 144,000 get activated, that's how God will walk on this earth. Very interesting. So that really got me thinking about the wording. V'halachti b'sochechem. B'sochechem, and I will walk. B'sochechem, that word literally means inside of you. B'toch, inside, in your midst. And that's the translation we have in another verse in the Bible that says, "V'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'socham." Make for me a temple and I will live inside of you. Meaning, when you work on yourself, when you work on your emotional capacity, to carry the same attributes, the Yud Gimel Midos, the 13 attributes of God, God will dwell b'socham. There's that word again. He will dwell inside your heart. That's where He will be found. So it got me thinking, what is God? What is God? What is He? And the answer that came to me out in nature here is that God is a frequency. God is a frequency. And what does that mean? What is a frequency? A frequency to me is a mood. It's a vibe. It is an emotion. A frequency is really another way of saying emotion. And God describes what He is to us pretty clearly. He lays it out with 13 descriptions of his primary characteristics. It says Hashem, El Rachum v'Chanun, Erech Apayim Rav Chesed v'Emes, Notzer Chesed le'alavim, Nose Avon b'Pesha v'Chata v'Nakeh. Okay? He says, Hashem, I am mercy, compassion, truth, forgiveness, all of these 13 attributes of God. This is His bio. He's telling us. He is linking His bio in the description box. He is telling us exactly His bandwidth. And when we, as human beings, do our best to match this bandwidth, this frequency, and we stretch our vessel is our emotional capacity. That's what vessel means. When we stretch our vessel to match these frequencies of God, to match truth, to match mercy, compassion, forgiveness, when we embody these characteristics and become the Tselem Elokim, the reflection of God, God has no choice but to drop down and be with us. As Einstein has said, Einstein famously said, whatever reality you want to manifest, you just match the frequency. and it has no choice but to become reality. He said, this is not philosophy, this is physics. This is quantum physics. When you send out an the electric impulses of your thoughts plus the magnetic impulses of your heart, when you send out these powerful impulses into the quantum field has no choice but to deliver. You become the center of gravity for the reality. If you want to be married, pregnant, a millionaire, whatever your dreams are, all you have to do is close your eyes, go into the reality, the future reality of what that will feel like. Have thoughts that conjure emotions of what it will feel like. You want to be pregnant? You hold your hands on your belly and you imagine that baby kicking. You want to be married? You hold the hand of your beloved and you look in his eyes and you walk down the street with him and you smell what he would smell like and you put your head on his shoulder. These are the ways to draw in the reality that you want for yourself. How those realities will make you feel. So all of us that want God to come and be with us, we just match these frequencies or how it will feel when God will be with us. And these are blissed out states. When I walk here in the Catskill Mountains and I'm in a blissed out state, God is walking with me. When I'm walking with a human being that is embodying the God characteristics, I am walking with God. I feel the energy field of God, and God is an energy field. Because there's no better feeling than being with something or somebody that is embodying God. And this is why it felt so good to talk to Yishmael, because he has done the work of embodying God. And when I got off the Zoom with him, I was like blissed out, because he has worked on himself to match the characteristics of God. And when I walk out in nature and I hear the birds chirping and I see the wind blowing the leaves in the trees, and I see the river, and I hear the river, the smooth flow of the river near this house, I feel God. I feel God's frequency, and that's why it brings bliss. God's frequency brings the highest bandwidth, the unity consciousness, the merging of the whole, all these high vibing frequencies through the things that carry God's frequencies. And you and I are probably the highest conductors. When we become his frequency, we transmit his frequency with tremendous strength. We are tremendous light beings walking this earth. And when we do this emotional work to carry the God frequency, we actually do the work of bringing God down here onto this earth. The more of us that are working on ourselves to match the God frequency, we're going to reach a tipping point. We're going to reach a critical mass on this planet that God will have no choice but to drop down and be with us in this reality, because it will match his frequency. When we match his frequency, we have no choice but to set off the quantum reaction of the redemption, of the age of love, of the age of Mashiach. So I just want to encourage everybody to do this important work of embodying the God frequency. Let me just check my notes to make sure I said everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I just want to wish everybody a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Go outside and be in nature. Work on your high vibing emotions. Feel the bliss of life. And when enough of us are doing this, we will set off the best reaction of our lives. We will see God come down and manifest through each one of us. I will see the divine in you. You will see the divine in me, and we will see the divine in everything. And that's what paradise and the Garden of Eden will look and will feel like. Mwah. I love you guys. Have a great day. Mwah.